Hey guys, good morning. It's Thursday morning, about 9 o'clock here, and getting started with our training class on Thursday like we normally do. Obviously, we usually like to do that here at the office or at the office, but I'm doing this from my backyard this morning. So again, thanks for everybody, your patience and everything going on with coronavirus situation. Again, we're going to be safe, we're going to be smart, but we are going to be relentless, and that means we're not going to stop training work. And we're very blessed. I feel very blessed today that it is something like 63 degrees right now outside, so able to do this outside as my daughter's in the kitchen right now, talking with her class, and having a bunch of third graders in the background is not super easy. So we're gonna do this outside today. And I did have this class is really for everybody, not just new agents like sometimes we do. This class is about what's right in front of you there. It's Tom Ferry's 33 Ways to Attract More Listings. Man, there's some good ideas in here. I was super excited reading through this. A lot of good twists on ideas that we already know how to do. So can't wait to share that with you. Of course, we've got the video here, and then I've got the PDF version for you to attached to this email as well, so you can look through that. Okay, so let's just get started here. All right. So 33 ways to attract more listings. All right. And this is from Tom Ferry. He's a world-class real estate coach and speaker. And see if I can. Okay, so 33 ways. We got 33 of them to get through. Number one, leverage qualified buyers to attract sellers. All right. So you can go after these qualified buyers with a letter, something like what he's got listed here. Send a hand-addressed, hand-stamped letter to potential clients. Include your profile and listing for a bigger impact. So that's one idea. Leverage qualified buyers to attract sellers. Number two, use Sly Broadcast. Sly Broadcast is something I've used myself. It's a really cool technology that you can send a pre-recorded voicemail to the neighborhood. You can get the phone numbers from different websites, and you can go ahead and just send a voicemail. So you don't have to call each individual person. It will, in fact, call them for you and just leave them a voicemail. So like it might blip on their phone real quick, and then all of a sudden they'll have a voicemail. Come here, Lucy. See if I can get my dog to say hello. Come on. Come here. Okay, never mind. All right, but yeah, Sly Broadcast is a good way to do that. All right, so it's very inexpensive. You can just go to slybroadcast.com and pick up um, a new account there. All right, so that's number two. Number three, door knocking hot communities with a simple twist. This is a cool idea. Obviously, we know about door knocking. We've taught that. We do that. But man, I like this little twist. Get sticky notes that you use and just have them say, "Please call me about your house. Thank you," and put your phone number on it. Pretty cool. You put your business card with it there as well, like he shows. So that's a really good idea. Maybe doing some door knocking with that little twist there. Number four, agent to agent referrals. I really don't think we optimize this enough. We do have access to every Weichert real estate agent in the country. That's a really easy place to go. But also, I mean, we can be sending blast emails, letters, phone calls to other real estate agents all over the country and talking about um, the assistance with uh, being their referral agent for Asheville. So you could talk to agents in New Jersey, Florida. And a lot of you have connections in other places. Talk to those people. Talk to the agents in those areas about sending possible referrals your way. It could be a really good, consistent prospecting method for you. So the agent to agent referrals. He's got a good idea here of going to census.gov and creating a bucket of agents through that. Number five, use Instagram story polls to engage potential clients. So use polls. It's one of those things that I've learned through reading a couple of books and articles that, people love to rank things. They love to do polls. And I listen to a lot of sports media, although not very much right now. But they always love to give, hey, the top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now, or the top 5 quarterbacks all time, the top teams all time. And any of those kind of polls, they just, I don't know, they just energize you. They reach some sort of emotional thing in people, and people get really upset about, well, you rank this person here instead of there. And so that kind of, the polls work. That's the point. Polls work. So getting a free and easy poll, like he's saying here in Instagram stories, could be one great way for you to engage and pick up more listings. Lots of cool ideas there. Really love this idea. Never seen someone do this. I don't know why not, but hopefully one of you will grab it and go with it. Create a seminar for seniors called Big to Small House. You can create a landing page like he's got here. I think that's a great idea, putting together a seminar like that. And right now, with everybody staying at home, we could put something like this together today and advertise it for the next week. And next week, be doing a virtual seminar for something like this. So that's a great idea. That's something you can be working on. Number 7, contact past clients from 2 to 5 years ago. Prepare a CMA, put a sticky note on it, follow up, use slide broadcast. Sticky note says something like he's got here. Hey, Joe, you've done well. Curious, have you had any thoughts about trading up or down? Let's discuss. Talk soon. Something like that, It'd be a great idea. You could send it to them, or even put something like that on an email. There's little, JPEGs and things that look just like the sticky note. I'm sure that's just exactly what Tom Ferry used there to put that together. That'd be a great idea as well. Number 8, non-occupieds or investors. Focus on people who own 5 to 10 properties. How do you know that? Well, you can just search for people who own 5 to 10 properties on Realist and places like that, and create a list of up to 100 people who own properties. Send them letters. There's an example of the letter right there. Look up phone numbers and just keep calling them. Number 9, get a celebrity endorsed or influencer. All of us probably know somebody that's some sort of a celebrity. Doesn't need to be like somebody that the world would know, but maybe a local celebrity, like it says here, principal of a school, a town mayor, a local restaurant owner, anything like that. Shoot a quick video with them, put it up, get them to send that to their group of people as well. So that's a great way to get some more interest and potentially some more listings on that as well. Sign up for some seller attraction sites. We've had some pretty good luck with HomeLight. I would recommend going to HomeLight, getting your name up on that. That could be a great way to pick up some new listings. That's one where you're not going to have to pay a whole lot of money up front, but again, you'll have a referral fee on it. But that'll be your listing, and going through it that way is not a bad idea. All right, Upnest. I honestly have never heard of it before. Maybe you have, but great. I mean, that seems like a new one. Go check that out. Get up on their list. Number 11, yikes in 2018. A yikes video script would be something like Tom Ferry says here. Thinking of selling your home? I'm Tom Ferry. My team and I are working 22 qualified buyers, several looking to buy in your area. This is your opportunity to sell for top dollar without all the hassles. Click the link below or call me today at whatever your number. So those are called kind of yikes videos and yikes letters. That's kind of a Tom Ferry-ism. But yeah, that one looks good as well. The expired listings. I hope we are calling on those expireds. A lot of those people right now might be really looking to go ahead and get sold. I apologize if you can hear the crows in the back or the blackbirds, but they're really loud. So hopefully that's not too loud for you. No cost. These people want to move. We know that, right? And so he gives an example there. Carol Young, 24-year veteran, earning 400 to 500,000 annually. Went to Edge. She heard about new lead pillars and chose to pursue those expireds, and that's the result: $625,000 in new commissions. Okay, so there's another good idea. Number 13, run some radio advertising. Look at the local rates. Do something radio advertising. That's another good one. YouTube ads. This is becoming bigger and bigger, and I've never done it. We haven't done it as an office, Maybe this is something I'll be working on. But getting YouTube ads. YouTube has become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's pretty much, it's all my kids watched this morning. They watched a couple of videos on YouTube while eating breakfast before their school started. So, I mean, that's where the eyeballs are right now. So getting some ads up there on YouTube might be a good idea. Um, Number 15, they removed number 15. I inquired about it. It had something to do with some certain state guidelines or something. So number 15, nope, we don't have that. Number 16, yikes, calling for your buyer. So again, that's a kind of a fairyism there on yikes. It says, "Hi, Joe. I'm Aaron with Weichert Realtors Unlimited. I'm calling for a client who's interested in your home. Do you have a minute? My client is pre-qualified, ready to go, but it is understandable and flexible with move-in dates. Curious, have you had any thoughts of selling? Do you know anyone who had thoughts of selling?" Something like that. That's a good way to utilize that. All right, number 17 here. Create a referral competition. Anyone who refers you a client gets their name in a drawing. One winner and a big gift. So that could be something you do over the next year, couple of months. Could be a week or something. You could do some sort of referral competition. As long as it's a competition, you can do that. You can't pay someone who's not licensed a referral fee, but you can do something where there's a drawing like that. So that might be a good one. Professional networking on steroids. Start your own private client services. So again, getting with people that you know, like, and trust that you can work with, and these referral groups where you give them referrals for what they do, they give you referrals for what you do. Those can be great resources. They can take a lot of time, but if that's something you're into, you like networking, that's a good option for you. Number 19, create an 8-week sales team competition. That's somewhat of what we've been trying to do at the office, using 40X, that sort of thing, and just challenging everybody. That's a good idea. We're going to continue to work on that as an office. Number 20, create an expired listing social proof video. After you've called them, email them a video with your proposal. So take a few minutes, just like I'm doing here now, doing this video, just as easy for you. Do a quick video of what you want to say to an expired. Have that down, and I'd make it personal for them. Even if you have a nice call with them on the phone, it'd be really easy to make that personal. So go ahead and do a video like that and send that out. Number 21, make some phone calls. And so I know some of you may not like that, but here's a great example how Bob here went from 0 to 120 transactions. He did the work. It didn't cost him any money. That's the point. So everything in life, you're going to have to give up something, whether it's time or money, but something has to give in order for you to get something. Okay. So here's what Bob did. He did some role playing at 7:30 from 8 o'clock till 12 o'clock. He's making prospecting calls. He's calling old and new expireds, hot leads, for sale by owners, calling his database, and doing that every day, 4 hours, 3 equals 3 scheduled appointments. He's making 2 visits and 1 landed contract every time he does that. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of transactions. So that's another idea. As we're all kind of stuck from home, making phone calls to the house, you're going to get a whole lot more people to answer the phone right now, right? So that's another good idea. All right, number 22, create a map of all the agents you work with around the country. So going back to creating those referral agents, you can create a map, put that on there, and create your own little referral network. Number 23, email your entire database 2 different questions. Are you planning to sell your home in 2020? Have you had any thoughts of selling at these peak prices? So email those 2 questions, see what response you get. That's also something you can put up on Facebook. Hey, everybody who answers this question get put in for a drawing of some gift card or something, and get people to answer these questions for you on Facebook. Number 24, create a seminar for savvy homeowners. Sell high, buy low. Boy, oh boy, right now that could be really, really handy. It's something you could even do through some sort of video. But you could set up a whole live event. You can get up with Allison about getting a text code you could use on some social media ads for that. You could do one next week. It won't be hard at all. So that could be a great idea. So take a look at that. Oops, what did I do there? Okay, number 25, online leads and sellers in disguise. Do you have a plan to sell your home before you buy this one? And so making sure we're hitting the right people. 33% are first-time buyers, 2% are investors, 65% have home to sell potentially before they buy the next one. So sending this question out can really help grab some more buyers and sellers. Number 26, do sales meetings at offices. Well, you all know we work hard at that, right? So we can invite some newer agents to get listings that couldn't convert their own. But that's more of an office thing, but you could also use this as a way to maybe help build a team for yourself. All right. Number 27, do Facebook and Instagram live in front of a sold sign. We've got some sold writers at the office. Grab one when you get your listing sold. Do a quick Facebook Live in front of it. It could be really helpful, really handy. Number 27, divorce attorneys. Unfortunately, there's a whole lot of divorces, right? So go ahead and seek them out and try to see if you can get yourself in front of some good divorce attorneys. They need your help. It's not bottom of the barrel feeding or anything like that. They need help. They need good real estate agents to help out their clients. So befriend some of them and see what we can do to help the attorney out. And the more you help the attorney out, the more clients they will give you. That's a great idea. Number 29, geo farming, new listing domination campaign. So we practice this at Weichert, right? And I hope you're practicing it as well. That you get a new listing, you're sending out your just listeds, you're sending out your open house invitations, you're sending out a testimonial card. When you get it under contract or you get it sold, you send out your just sold. So we have qualified buyers, that yikes campaign. So get those out there. Dominate the area. Don't, well, I just sent them a mailer. Yeah, send them another one. Knock on their door. Make a phone call to them. The bigger impact you have on them, the more likely they are to want to work with you. So don't think, well, I did an open house in that neighborhood last week. Do another one. Do another one. Just focus on that one house every single day. That's how you're going to really impress the neighborhood. So keep at it. Keep at it. GeoFarm. Number 30, adopt agent databases who are leaving the business. I have some ways to maybe help with that. There's some lists we can get from the Real Estate Commission on that end. And those are good ways. Talk to those agents that have decided that real estate isn't for them or they're going to let their license expire. That's fine, but they also probably have friends and family that need to buy and sell. And so maybe we can help them do that. So talk to those folks. Number 31, for sale by owners and Make Me Moves. Make Me Moves is something that you can see on Zillow a lot of times. So it's kind of the same thing as for sale by owner. For every 10 you see, 3 are close to hiring an agent. So try to convert one of the 3. Or like we say with our office, just pick 3 of them and consistently talk to them weekly. If you do that as a prospecting method throughout the year, you're going to pick up 4 or 5 listings just doing that. If that's what you were with, every week you're hitting 3 different for sale by owners and staying with those people throughout the whole time period, you're going to pick up 3, 4, 5 listings a year by just doing that. Number 32, a mega open house. It's kind of more the Weichert open house, right? Instead of just putting a sign in the yard, have some catered food, ask a lender, title people to join in, title people for us being maybe more attorneys. Have a photographer there collecting names and emails, send photos. I saw an agent, it's a while back now, but I saw an agent that had like a professional photographer there and was advertising for the open house to come and get your portraits made. And so they actually had really good success with that, believe it or not. They had a lot of people that showed up and, got free pictures done. So that may be an idea. Doing some kind of drawing with your open house. Certainly putting something big out there like an iPad or something like that certainly would get a lot of people through the door, I think. Having listings streaming as videos. It's not hard to do. Even in Matterport, we can take all Matterport properties and make them into videos as well. So that's a pretty good idea for you. All right, number three, the builder attraction. Do extensive research piece with the title rep to create a list of all the underdeveloped, underutilized pieces of real estate in your town. You can do that. You can even go on to GIS. I used to do that back in the day, and I would go on to GIS and just look around on the screen and find some pieces that looked like, man, I think a house should be there. And I would reach out to the people of that piece of land and see if they were interested in selling. And it's pretty good conversion rate on that. The hardest part is just getting a hold of them. But if nothing else, you can just simply send them a letter, because whoever owns that piece of land will have on the tax records will have a good address on there. So just sending them a letter, or just looking around on the GIS, was like, yeah, that looks like something that should be sold or could be sold. Click on it, send a letter, and just simply could be that simple. Something you do 5 of a day. That would add up and would absolutely help you pick up more listings. So that's a good idea as well. Okay. And then the bonus tip: have sellers write a letter to their former neighbors endorsing you and your services. Oh, baby. I love this. I mean, we all know referrals are great. We all know that, testimonials are key right now. I never had someone do this. Why? I don't know. I never thought of it. I ain't that bright. So, this is a great idea from Tom Ferry. Have a sellers write the letter. Well, we've had sellers write testimonials, of course, but I've never had them write a letter to their former neighbors, and people will be willing to do it. And another idea: take the letter just like they've got here. Take whatever you want from Tom here, and make it your own, and just have them sign it. Write the letter for them, because that's why I think a lot of people don't write testimonials. Is, oh, I don't have the time, or I don't know what to write, whatever. So write it for them, and you'd be really surprised, I think, on just how well received that might be. So that's a great one. Okay. So that's kind of our training session for the day. A little bit different, but I really liked these 33 ideas. There's more than a handful in here that really got me excited. So I wanted to share those with you on a video that you can use. And of course, I've got the PDF here again for you as well. So take a look at that, see what you think, and put something into action today. Pick one of these 33 and put it into action today. Um, some of this bonus tip down here, or looking up people on the GIS, that's something you can be doing right now from home. You say, well, there's nothing going on in the real estate market. First of all, that's not true. But second of all, that's something you can do from home. If you want to have Netflix streaming in the background, go ahead. I'd recommend Disney Plus instead of Netflix, but there you go. Whatever you want to have up there in the background, you could be doing that, and quote unquote relaxing, while putting something together that's going to be profitable for you. So pick one. I challenge you today: pick one thing and go after it. Okay. So hope that's helpful. And again, stay safe out there. Continue to be smart, but by God, be relentless on what we're doing so that you can build your career. This is how wealth is made right now, when everyone else is hunkering down, doing nothing. Woe is me. We all have those kind of emotions, and it's okay to recognize them, but we got to stand up and fight back. All right. So pick one thing today and go after it. Have a great day. Talk to y'all soon.